In this video, we're going to be finding the perimeter of this composite shape. Remember, perimeter is the distance around the edge of a shape, the sum of the lengths of the sides. We have 1, 2, 3 straight edges, and then we also have this curved edge to find the length of, and then we're going to add all those lengths together. First, we're going to focus on this semicircle edge. We need the formula for the circumference of a circle, and we only need half of the circumference. We do not need the whole distance around the circle. We only need this part of the outside of the circle. So we divide by 2 to find half of the circumference of the circle. Once you have the formula, we need to determine the diameter. And to determine the diameter, I made some animations for you. So let's take a look. That first animation shows you the full circle so you can picture it. Then the next animation takes the radius and brings it down to the bottom. And then the next animation brings the radius up to the top so that it shows the full diameter from the top of the figure to the bottom of the figure, or from this edge of the circle to the other edge of the circle. And then we're going to go ahead and label the length of the 2 radii. So if this radius is 10 yards, that means this radius is also 10 yards, the green one, and then the black one is also 10 yards. So together, those 2 radii form the full diameter, and the full diameter is 20 yards. So I'm going to replace D with 20, and then I'm going to type into my calculator 20 times pi, which gives me 62.83185307, etc. So I'm just going to record that as 62.8, and then I'll leave that full long number in my calculator, divide that long number by 2, and that will give me the 31.4, etc., which I'll round to the nearest tenth. So this 31.4 represents this curved length. So I'll take that curved length, this semicircle length, 31.4 yards, and I'll add to it the straight edge length. So I'm going to start with the 15 yards down here. That's already labeled for us. Then I'm going to add to it the other 15 yard length. This will also be 15 yards. That's what I was adding next, because this length is across from this length. They're both parallel lengths. Then from here, the part that's a little bit tricky is this length, but this length is the same as the length of the diameter of the circle, and the diameter of the circle is 20, so this length is also 20 yards. So we add the 20 yards, which gives us a total of 81.4 yards. This represents the entire outside edge of this composite shape. Another way to say it is that number represents the entire perimeter of this composite shape.